Slaughter operators at the central abattoir in Abuko adopted manual operation since the semi-automated meat overhead rail system became dysfunctional so many years ago, leaving the operators with limited options to do their work. Manual operations uses hygiene and waste management practices despite being highly necessary to minimize the harmful effects of abattoir waste. Moses Emendi has the details of that in this report.
The spoilage of the semi-automated meat overhead rail system of the central abattoir in Abuko more than 5 years ago has forced butchers to adopt a manual operation mode, which on the other hand is termed physically demanding. It also minimizes hygienic and waste management practices at the slaughterhouse. With a functional overhead meat rail system, the animals are slaughtered and hoisted off the ground to the rail for flaying, eviscerating and splitting, but such has not been the case since the rail system got spoiled years ago. This has prompted all the processes to take place on the floor of the slaughterhouse, staining it with blood and animal feces. Madi Kuyate is the manager of the central abattoir in Abuko, and he shares how the mode of operation at the slaughterhouse changed.
This abattoir was built since 1978 or so. Since then, when it started, almost all the facilities were automated or semi-automated. But as I am talking to you today, everything in the abattoir is manual. Everything is manual. The slaughtering is manual, the flaying is manual, the rails are not working, you see. So at least now, and government is aware that these things are happening. So the best that they could do is to make sure that we have a sort of abattoir that can be ranked with other developing countries as how they are operating. And government is on the track.
He revealed a government plan to build a state-of-the-art abattoir in the Gambia, and also highlighted the increased number of unregistered slaughter operators using the slaughterhouse as a challenge. Tijan Jai, the chief butcher at the abattoir and one of the longest-serving operators, shared his experience on the usual work routine since he began working at the abattoir in 1994.
Usually what we do with the rail is that after slaughtering the animal, we clip the hind limbs and the rail will lift it up, and the two people standing overhead will push the carcass to the next level on the rail, where someone will eviscerate the animal and remove the inner organs, after which the person will forward it to this hall through the rail. Then we will unclip the animal from the rail and bring it down, then load it into the car.
Mr. Njai said they now apply manpower, which is very hard, while outlining heightened challenges as a result of power outages, lack of water supply to clean the once very tidy abattoir. Multiple failings in the slaughter process result in meat contamination and allow the transmission of diseases. The inadequate infrastructure and poor hygiene calls for the government's intervention to either upgrade the abattoir or construct a new one to prevent contamination of meat that eventually goes into the consumer market. Moses Emendi, Eyeafrica News.